So let's now move it on to this question that we've got over here. Using information from figure 2, calculate the trade receivables days ratio. So of course this tells us how quickly the business actually recoups credit sales. So to work this out, of course, we've got to take the actual trade receivables figure. Now that's a figure that we'll be able to find within the statement of financial position. Indeed, there it is under current assets, because that's expected within a year. So of course it's a current asset. And then we've got to consider the credit sales that are actually attainable. Now, if we want to measure this in days, which we do because it's saying days, we've got to multiply through by 365. So therefore, you can see that I've got myself a mark just writing that formula through. So to take this further, we've then just got to take this figure 1,400. Where are you going to find the credit sales? Well, remember we looked at that earlier. And the credit sales is just coming back to 13,609, which we saw a little while ago. Okay, so let's put that through 13,609 and then multiply through by 365. And what does that give us? That gives us 37.5 or 38 days. So there's a pound sign there, but just ignore that because we're really talking about 38 days. So it takes them 38 days to actually get paid on the sales that they make, which are in credit to their customers. Okay, so as we now move forward and look at the trade payables days, so how quickly are they actually paying their bills to their suppliers? Well, here, of course, we've got to actually look at the credit purchases, not the sales. So from our statement of financial position, we can look under our current liabilities and we can see trade payables. So that's going to be the crucial figure to put on the top of this equation here. So we've got trade payables, okay, divided by the credit purchases. And again, we've got to turn back a page to find that information, and we've got to multiply through by 365, of course. So let's just turn back a page. As we now look down on here, where can we find that? Well, we've got it here, okay, credit purchases 10,080. Okay, so let's now input that information. So we've got 472 here and 10,080, and therefore we multiply through by 365, and of course that gives us 17 days. So what we can see here, and you'd be able to use this in any analysis or evaluation that you've got to do within your written questions further down the line here, is you'd be able to compare the problems that the business might actually have, because it's really taking them 38 days to get paid on any credit sales, but they are paying out to their suppliers even when they get it on trade credit in 17 days. So ideally they want to bring this one down and possibly bring that one up a little bit if they can negotiate better credit terms with their suppliers. Okay, great stuff. So that's all our finance questions done.